What's up? Hey everybody, John Dennis here with Limitless Hoops. Alright guys, hey, how you doing this Tuesday evening? I believe it's Tuesday. Alright. If you are working out, you are doing the right thing. Okay, if you're not working out, not getting better, you're doing the wrong thing. So that's basically what our principles are. We hope that you are trying to become the very, very best player that you can become, especially if you have a passion for the sport, because that's kind of like what life is. I mean, just finding your passion, and then going all out for it, I believe, right? And again, your passion doesn't have to be a sport. Your passion could be maybe like mathematics. Your passion can be people. Your passion could be your family. Your passion could be like anything on earth. But I believe if you are passionate about it, if you are passionate about something, you're very lucky, because some people just never even find their passions. And if you can work hard toward your passion or toward fulfilling your passion in any kind of way, you've done yourself a huge service. So hopefully you guys are out there thinking along those lines so that you don't lead a passionless life, or having your passions unrequited, I guess. Is that how you say that word? Unrequited? I'm not sure. All right. But anyways, let's start. Let's start with the movie time. All right, because we have a very, very random day where we have no workouts tonight. All right, nothing going on in Broomfield, nothing going on in Aurora, nothing going on in Denver or Centennial. Those are our 4 spots, but we have nothing going on tonight, so hopefully you guys are doing work on your own. All right, the movie for the day. What's up, Kieran and Declan Left? If you're here, please check it in the comment section so that I know that you're here. But yes, the movie for the day is the what is it? The 5th grade? Let me see. I don't want to say the wrong thing. It is the 7th grade movie of the month. All right. So 1st grade was Rookie of the Year. 2nd grade Sandlot. 3rd grade Miracle. 4th grade Rocky 4. 5th grade Rocky Balboa. 6th grade Senna. All right. Today it's Run, Fat Boy, Run. All right. Now, I have not seen this movie. It does sound kind of rude, but the guy, I don't even know if this is like appropriation or not, but he's not even fat. I mean, is it not an American movie? Is that why I'm thinking that? Because our fat people are actually fat, but this guy, he doesn't look fat. What is the premise of this movie? It is Dennis Doyle is about to marry Libby, his pregnant fiancée. However, he gets cold feet and runs away on the day of the wedding. 5 years later, Dennis discovers that Libby, who has their son, Jake, has started seeing successful but arrogant Whit. I guess his name is Whit, and realizes that he has truly lost her. He finds out that Whit is running the Nike River Marathon. Is that Nike River? I guess. I would think like Nile River. The Nike River Marathon in London. And to prove himself to his uncertain friends, and most importantly, Libby and his son, he decides to run the race himself. So, if he's trying to run a marathon, then yeah, he's kind of fat. So, oh my God, like, could you imagine the training that has to go on this? Now, I don't know, because I've only seen this movie now once, and I just saw it like last week, but this looks like the guy from Shaun of the Dead. So, Kieran's dad is one of the people that told me Shaun of the Dead's an amazing movie. So maybe this guy being in this movie, I think it's the same guy. Is it the same guy? I really don't know. Is this guy? No, that guy. Okay, again, I don't know that much about this movie. But okay, it's none of these people. He looks like the guy, but I would say that it's probably a comedy. I have absolutely no idea. But if you're a 7th grader and you watch this movie, let us know if it's good and put up a movie review as well. All right, let's begin the show with. We're gonna mention the reaction stuff again. Okay, we talked about this yesterday, and it's basically, sadly, it's I can only provide part A of the solution. All right, no matter what I do, whether I have 18,000 hours of practice or just one, or like I teach you guys the exact perfect things, or I teach you guys nothing. All I can provide is the green stuff over there. All right, all I can provide is this stuff. All right, because you are this stuff, and no matter what I do, all I can do is this stuff to and then you place you in the mix, and then you get this. And whether it's a reaction or not, that's kind of up to you. And no, I want to have like the greatest program on earth that like can make everyone better, but you just can't do that. All right, no matter how great a program we have or how horrible a program we have, we might have like, let's say that we had like the worst program ever, and you came in, and as soon as you came in, I just kicked you in the knee. All right, every single day that you came to our practice, I kicked you in the knee. Then you're like, let's learn about basketball. And then I threw you a baseball instead, and you're like, well, this isn't even a basketball. Okay, I guess we can play a little baseball, but then I'm like, no, just sit there and stand still for an hour, and that was our whole practice. All right, now most of you guys would be like, well, this program sucks, but I'm sure that there's someone in this enormous world who would be in that practice, who would be like, did this dude just throw me a baseball and wouldn't let me even play with it and wants me to get better at basketball? He would get mad, look online, and then figure out, and he'll work for like 8 hours a day. There's someone on earth like that. And then somehow, some way, my program that sucked made him into an NBA giant. All right? It's a weird reaction, but yeah. So I think that the best way to see like this program of ours is, oh man, not even like the most people. You don't want to even say like, well, okay, let's at least like have like the most people react well. So let's teach them like that, because most people don't care about making high levels. What I want to do is this variable right here, and I've said this for many, many years. I want this variable to be true for Magic Johnson, for Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant. That's who I'm putting this equation in. And now you could say, well, then this could just be anything. No, it can't be anything. There was ways to mess these guys up. There was things that they needed to do outside of their team practices, I'm sure, that their team didn't provide. I want, if these guys, these special people, only did what we offered, but they took all of the green potion, all right, and they did only what we offered, would it create the reaction of creating an NBA player? And no matter who this is, this reaction doesn't have to create an NBA player. This reaction has to make your NBA. Did we make them the best possible player that they could have ever become? That's what I want. And if this reaction, I think that we've done a pretty good job of it. There's still some steps to go. If this reaction doesn't work for you and we plug this into you and you're like, well, I feel like doing nothing, I don't think that that's on us. As long as we stay honest about what's in this bad right here, I think that we've done well. And you want to plug yourself in. Now, as a player, what you want to do is, no matter what this potion is, you're going to make a reaction. No matter what is in here, whether we give you all the basketball, none of the basketball, if I punch you in the face, you're like, good enough for me. If I just give you candy every day, whatever it is, you're like, done. I'm going to work my butt off and create this. All right, so that's the formulas that we're working with. I think in the end, all I can do is just have good integrity, try to do the right thing, and in the end, all you can do is just work hard, despite or in spite or whatever is going on with you, and then hopefully together we can create a lot of bubbly stuff. All right, I believe that's all that we had. I'm not really sure. Was there anything else to talk about? I don't think so. All right, moving on then. Quote of the day. The quote of the day today is, accept every opportunity. All right. Many years ago, when I first started doing this basketball thing, I was like overly shocked. I was so shocked that kids didn't want to play basketball all the time. I thought it was like the craziest thing in the world. That like kids just didn't want to just play basketball all the time. Because when I was growing up, I mean, it's kind of like all that we had. I mean, we would go out and play basketball, but we also play after school for 3 hours. And we would also like, I don't know. Again, I know you guys hear stories of old people, and I had to hear stories too. But I'm just trying to paint the picture. We would play all day basically, and then like go home and do some homework and stuff like that. But we would play a lot, and once like AU started, we had more opportunity to play. And if there was ever a chance where another team would ask me to play in a game, I would be like, what? Yeah. So when I started coaching, we needed an extra player. And I just remember like stopping this kid. He's on his way out. He had just played a game. And I was like, hey, kid. And I thought that I was like, basically going to hand this kid $100. And I was like, oh, this kid's going to be so happy right now. I was like, yo, kid. He's like, yeah. I'm like, hey, man. And I was thinking I'm about to make his day. And I was like, yeah, you want to play in a game? We only got 4. And he's like, nah. And I was like, what? And it was just a weird concept. And as I've been going on, kids, they don't just play sports after school with their friends. No, now every kid is a professional. Every single kid is a professional everything. Not just a professional basketball player, they're professional everything. They play like cricket for 8 hours a day. They'll play like a whole freaking season of highlight. All right, they'll just be like, oh no, I'm doing bowling this month for 8 hours a day, and we're paying for it. I have a bowling uniform. And it's like, dude, can't you guys just do anything for fun? And it's so strange that you guys try to do every single thing on earth, especially when some of the things that the kids don't even like. So when I say accept every responsibility or every opportunity, it doesn't mean do everything on earth. If there's a vacation to be had, take it. I guess you can if you want to. But where I'm saying for the opportunities is the opportunities for your passion. The opportunities to expand your passion. And you can only pick so many things in this world. You really can't. I mean, when you're a kid, you can play multiple sports, of course. Or you can do multiple things like video games and things like that. You don't have to just focus on one thing ever. But if it's your passion, and you have one true passion, you should pick your top 3 passions in this world and make the most of these things. All right? And again, accept every opportunity for those passions to expand those passions. All right? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth is another way to say this. All right? Don't be like, oh, I have a chance to do this right now, but nah, I'm going to skip it. There's no reason for me to skip it, but I'm going to skip it anyways. You don't want to catch yourself in that position. So that's the quote of the day. Accept every opportunity. Moving on to our itinerary. Our itinerary of things to do. We got in the future, we got clockwork passing drill, zone cutting, ball and hold drill, jump ball positioning, taking the last shot, and post entry plus kick out. I want to talk about one thing about that one. The jump ball positioning, it's horrendous. And I don't even mean just because they're scoring on us within 3 seconds of every jump ball. I'm talking about what happens right before that. All right? We sometimes get the people in the right spot, but I hear no talking. We don't have 5 good players, ever, okay? And sometimes you are the best player on our 5th grade team, and sometimes you are the worst player on our 7th grade team. It could be the same kid, right? So the bad versus good, it's all relative. I need the worst players and the best players who happen to be out there during the jump ball, but always throughout there. I need you guys to communicate. But I don't really expect too much of the young players or the worst players. I expect a lot of the leaders out there to communicate with every single person, to make sure that everyone's guarding who they're supposed to be guarding, to make sure that we're behind the person instead of on this side of the person so they can't tip it over our heads. I mean, that's crazy. Right? So make sure that the jump ball position is taken care of so that we can get off on good notes of the games. It has to be everyone speaking out loud. All right, stuff in the past. We did horseshoes, shooting, 180 poly for shots, pick and roll defense, point guard advance ball ahead, under 15 seconds by 4, and deflections. We've finally gotten to the point where we're on pick and roll defense where we're showing. I think besides Sam hasn't been shown, but he's not, he hasn't been a part of us for that long. But out of everyone who's been in for a year, you guys are now showing on-ball screens. I think the other 2 issues that we're having is the guy guarding the screen, he needs to go over, and then we're getting no one rotating. And those passes aren't happening pick, slip, all quick. No, it's I'm getting double teamed. What should I do? Oh, I should pick up the ball, and now I should pass it. It's 5 seconds, and we're not rotating anyone over to the person that screened. All right, so we're taking care of the guy dribbling the ball, but we're not taking care of the guy who just picked. Don't worry about your man. You got to leave your man. So that's a problem still. All right, and you got to be screaming. And then, worst case scenario, you tell everyone to rotate over. The other team hears you say it, then they don't pass it at all. I'll take that. It doesn't need to be a secret. All right, so our pick and roll defense needs to be a little bit better, but it has improved. Decent. All right, stuff that we're supposed to be doing today if we had practice, which we don't. We got tip drill, one-on-one wing versus and one-on-one rebound. Not in help equals points. Zone, 1 or 2 guard front, 16 plus seconds up by 4, and offense rebound tips. For offense rebound tips, I need you guys to get those offense rebounds, or at least die getting it. You're just trying to get your fingertip on that ball. Try to get something. And then on defense, don't let them get their fingertip on the ball. Not at all. All right. For a zone, 1 or 2 guard front. For a zone, 1 or 2 guard front, we have, let me see. If they're in a zone, which they commonly are, we have to make sure that we are in the right kind of offense. And this should be the first thing that you guys check. All right. You should basically stop like the whole game. All right, you want to stop the entire game, and you want to make sure that if they're in, let's call the red team on defense. All right, if they're in like a setup like I've seen this one very, very common actually. It's a 3-2, which I think is like one of the worst defenses ever. All right, but if they're in a 3-2 zone like this, the middle's wide open, which is just strange. All right, and you're the point guard. You have to realize that the ball's in your hand, and you have to make sure that your players are in the right spot. All right. So the inside guys, they're at one of these 3 spots, moving. All right. We don't really need them on the outside. And one thing to stop players from doing that is to ensure every few plays that they actually get the ball. All right. They're just gonna keep seeping out, and then they mess up everything. Okay. So get the ball to the inside, but then for the inside players, make sure when you do get the ball, successfully pass it back out to the outside. All right, so that they can trust you. But from here, you have a 1 or 2 guard front, and you don't just match up with them. So this would be like the worst possible way to match up with them, because if you guys move, they're not going to move with you. Their job is to stay here. So why would you just stand there? It's very, very strange, right? So same with these guys. Your job is to go somewhere where they aren't. So what we want to do is move off center. All right, best spot is right there. So this is a 1 guard front. This is an odd guard front. We want to have an even guard front. And as soon as you do that, now he has to make a choice. Do I guard here or do I guard there? Obviously, if he guards here, who guards you? Well, it'll be this guy, so that guy's wide open. Well, unless this guy leaves, well, now that guy's wide open. Well, now this guy, and it's like, it instantly just throws them off. But now, obviously, I think that the top guy, he would guard the ball, so he would scoot over. And now this guy has the issue. He's still matched up, and that's why he guarded you. I would say instantly this guy can run through to right there. But before the pass is even made, he should just run through like this, because now this guy will be guarding 2 people. All right, and if this guy does rotate over, now this guy definitely on this pass will have to pop out. And again, this guy's right there. Now, will he come way over here? Well, this in college, when this guy would leave, we would instantly, he's supposed to drop down and get in front if they're good at defense, which most people aren't. We would seal right there, and we would kind of post up. And this pass would go from the top to right there to go score. So you can beat a zone if you're patient, if you're able to pass to the weak side. But if you can notice whether it's a 1 guard front or 2 guard front, odd or even guard front. All right. Now I can walk you through the other way, but basically it's if there's a 2 guard front and they have a 2-3 zone, let's say. So we have those guys right there. And again, you want to just realize that you're not supposed to be in the wrong position. So you're going to stand right in the middle of these guys this time. And let's put these guys right here. So now basically he's wide open, right? And what I've noticed that we're doing wrong is this. This guy is, and I said this last week, this guy's too low. So this pass can be stolen. I've told Kieran this, I've told Taylor this, and they still don't understand during the game. I'm going to get up to an opportune spot. You're not supposed to really be free throw line distance apart on this play because he's right there. You can scoot up. All right, you can scoot up to make sure the worst case scenario is he opens up even more and leaves all this space open. All right, but what will probably happen is he'll give you that pass. All right, and when he gets that pass like that, again, he should cut through immediately, not just stand there. Cut through and then see what's open. See the spots open. See what happens if he comes out right here. So he's obviously going to be like right there with the ball. Will this guy step right here? Yeah. Will this guy be leaving his man? Probably. But sometimes he's not. He doesn't. And there's a shot to be had right there. But if he does leave this man a smart smart post player, he would instantly, boom, hit him right there, so we could get a pass like that. All right, but that would take a lot of smart players to understand that. So just understand the main gist of this is odd guard, even guard front. Okay. Moving on, we got our. That's about it for that one. I like one-on-one wing versus one-on-one rebound because it's a tough drill, but we won't talk about that. I'll just move on to our homework to see who's been posting. I like the continuation of all of our past things too. Like the triple cross repeat is kind of cool, and the push-ups are great. Weston's posting 50 morning push-ups by Caleb. Nice job. Joey triple cross repeats. 50 night push-ups by Caleb. That Caleb posts that whenever he doesn't want to work. So I'll turn the light off and pretend like it's just nighttime. You know that guy he can do push-ups on the inside. You know the inside has lights. Why is he in the dark? Very, very weird. I don't know, man. That's very strange. But yes, nice job posting homework, you guys. All right, let's check the story of the day. All right, watch it.
Failure is only the opportunity to begin again. This time, more intelligently.
You know, I've had this several times now. Not just in my life, but like in my basketball, like this Limitless Hoops life. I've had the opportunity to fail. I mean, oh man. Each time that I've failed, it's been like the greatest thing ever. And I almost hope that I fail again. It's really, really weird because each time that I fail, I come back better. All right, and the first time was when I left Colorado, had a restart in California, changed the name of the program from Psy to Epic, all right, and then I learned all these new things, and I came up with that, and it was like a really good program. Then I believe basically I failed again, and I changed the name again to 50 All-Stars. All right, and that was a few failures of its own, but man, that program was dope. And then when I moved out here, because of the pandemic, I count that as a failure. That was when I added all the other things that we do, and I made it a complete program. All right, and after our first year, it just wasn't growing because Colorado wasn't quite ready for it. I backed off again, and that was when I said no, it needs to be filled. I had this whole game plan, and that's where I am right now. But each time that I restart, it is better and better and better because I just refuse to stop. And I would think you guys need to be like that, where you can have failures, just restart and do it better, and you get to basically just redo the test over and over and over and over again until you die at least. And I assure you, that's the way that you should be doing things, rather than just going about things the same exact way that you did it before. All right. So when you fail, if you fail, whether it be game to game or week to week or practice to practice, make sure that you go back at it after designing a new game plan. All right. And then you go as hard as you possibly can. All right. So failure, man, welcome it. Appreciate it. Know what it does for you. It makes you a better human being, a better person, better at everything. Just period. All right. I'm not sure how many people that we have on here, but I'm going to go with the trivia question today. I have not looked up the trivia question today, but let's see what I have here. Uh-oh. Okay. I can go with that. All right. We do have Kieran leading 4-2. All right. Over Caleb Kugelin. All right. Let's see what I have here. Oh, man. Okay. What does that say? No. Is that something? I don't even know if this is it. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, I think I found a question. I believe. Did I? Man. Can't find anything. Let me see. All right, now we're kicking. All right, there we go. All right, so let me see some. Really, I keep typing in trivia question. It's not giving me anything. There we go. There goes a quiz, I think. Dude, it's really not giving me anything. That's crazy. Okay, this is the last one that I'm gonna check here. Let's do that. This one says Jeopardy? No, not Jeopardy. Alright, I gotta just make up one on my own then. Alright. Alright, so my trivia question that I'm gonna create for you guys is this. Alright. Got it. Alright, very, very easy question since it's the first thing that I thought of. Alright. On the US Dream Team in 1992, who was number 13 on that team? Alright, very easy question. Oh yeah, just look at a picture of it. Who was number 13? Who had that unlucky number on the USA Dream Team? Now all the players, they went from 1 to 15. So Magic couldn't be 32. And then Michael Jordan couldn't be 23, so they had to pick new numbers. But I will tell you this, I know John Stockton, he got to keep his original number. But that was not number 13. Who was number 13? John Stockton was number 12. So it's not John Stockton. I just gave you a hint. So they couldn't keep their original numbers. Who was number 13 on the original Dream Team? All right, first one to answer wins for the day. If you don't win for the day, it's okay. We have about 3 people online. First one to answer it. That is the answer. But who is this? Who's Problem Child Edits? Wait, what is your real name, Problem Child? I'll add you to the list. I don't believe that we have Problem Child on our list. Maybe we do. Who is Problem Child? Let me know who you are, Problem Child. You're Chris Mullen? What are the odds of that? Oh my God. Wow, Chris Mullen's been watching our show. Oh, Jeremy. Oh, you're Jeremy. Okay, you can be Jeremy. All right, I'll add that to our list. So we got Jeremy with the 1. Let me see where are the names right there. Jeremy got his first point. Great job with the 1. He's Jeremy. There you go. I'm gonna put Jeremy Edit so that I remember your name. All right. Anyways, congratulations on the answer. Moving on to the last thing that we're talking about. We're talking about 2 big old freaks playing basketball, man. Who saw this game? If you saw this game, let me know in the comment section. All right, dude. This is like some freakish basketball. I think in like 50 years, they're going to be looking back at this like, yeah, 2 normal-heighted guys. I believe one of them is 7'5", one of them is like 7'3", something like that. And they went off, or did they both play bad defense? I don't know. But this is like the evolution of basketball. As we see them move, it's kind of like when you see like animals or babies do like adult human stuff. You're like, oh my God, the Velociraptor just opened up the door. That's amazing, right? They're not that simple because they are doing amazing things, but it's amazing things that we've seen. Like I saw Wemby, he did a scoop layup like this. We've seen that before, and it's a pretty good shot by maybe a high-level NBA player, but we've never seen it come from a 7'5" guy. Like, that's the insane part of it, because when they get a rebound, it's just game over. When they get a block shot, it's like, of course they should block. When they get a one-on-one fast break, like Wembanyama had, it was like the highest dunk I've ever seen. It was like, dude, that defender had no chance to block it. So being this enormously tall is definitely a positive in basketball. I mean, some people doubt it because they're like, well, they're going to get hurt. Maybe. They aren't as mobile. Well, these guys are. They're crossing people up, doing things like that we've never seen in basketball done by big men. And they're also like pretty good. I don't know where this is gonna go, but it's gonna be fun to watch these guys this year. I don't know how we can do it, but somehow, some way, we need to get Bol involved in this, and Taco Fall. We need to have like all 4 of those guys on the same exact team. All right? Are there other ones? Oh, there's another guy. They should make a starting 5. Who's the other guy? The really nice one, the really big guy, homeboy's friend. What is his name? I forgot his name. Who's the other big guy? The freakish looking big guy. I really did forget his name. But yeah, they should all be on the same team. Tallest NBA players. Not George Murasan. Oh my God. Boban. Yes, Boban. Marjanovic, whatever his name is. All right? They should all somehow be on the same All-Star team to see what could happen. Because I believe that, I saw Chet dribbling the ball off the court. that thing looked like so normal. It was just like whatever. Yes, Boban got him. I mean, dude, let's put all 5 of them on the same team. All right, let's like the fans need to vote that in somehow because it's the fans' game, right? So let's all like petition the NBA until that happens. Anyways, great job, Jeremy, on the trivia question today. You got a point, buddy. Whoever wins the most points gets a coin sent to them. All right, and the quote of the day. Don't forget the quote of the day as well. Quote of the day is: accept every opportunity. So if you have a chance to play out there, make sure that you have a chance that you take that chance. If you have a chance to get better, make sure that you take that chance. If you have 2 working legs or 1 working leg even, go out there and work out today. Get better, especially if it's your passion. All right, I will talk to y'all later. Keep my music so I can get out of here, and we'll see you guys at workouts again tomorrow. We always go, baby. This is what we do. Anyways, peace, you guys.